Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of That's What She Said. I'm your host, Brooke AB, and I am joined with the beautiful, talented, stunning, blue-haired Yvonne. Woo!
Hello.
Welcome to today's podcast. We were just having excellent discussion, but we cut it off so we could talk in front of you guys about it.
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked.
We get distracted very easily. So today we're going to start off, we always like to do a little warm-up. We have a fun activity today, you guys, which is something that I've done a lot. Vision boards are always so fun, and I'm like I'm a big believer in like manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Some people think it's cheesy. I think it's so real, and so I love vision boards. And I used to do them with my old roommates, I guess, because Haley left us. Maddie and Haley, and we would sit there for hours cutting out magazines, and oh my god, it took so long. They just made kits.
This makes things a billion times easier.
Yeah, Haley and Maddie are gonna be pissed that we did not realize that, because we probably spent more on magazines, which are ridiculously expensive for some reason.
Oh, for the pictures and stuff that they give you in here.
Yeah, and they already got it going for you. So I'm excited to do these because I love vision boards, and we'll talk a little bit about future and plans and things like that. Yeah. But first, we're going to start off with our good pal Spicy Spinner over here.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good name, the Spicy Spinner.
Would you like to spin it?
Sure.
Would you like to choose your fate?
Okay.
My chair's so squeaky. I'm sorry. I'm going to sit in one spot. I'm squeaking.
I feel like it always lands on red.
Does it?
Does it? I guess we'll find out.
That was a solid spin, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hot takes.
Hot take? Oh, I thought it landed on blue. I was like, spin it again. We couldn't think of anything.
I love that there's always a section where you're like, we're just going to respin. We might as well just call it respin.
You know what? Next time I'm going to write respin on this one, because we're just not doing that one.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like kind of like when you flip a coin, you kind of know what you want already.
Yep.
The moment the coin is in there, and then you disregard like what it lands on.
Exactly.
Unless you made a bet.
Well, the way you do it is you flip the coin, and then you know how usually people would take it and then flip it on the other side? You just don't flip it on the other side
right.
if it's what you want.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Damn. That's
the strategy. Because some people just take it and then you catch it.
And then you look and then you flip it.
And then
wow.
Wait, I want to start doing that.
You just change it just like that?
You just hacked
you
my
need to
life.
establish this beforehand.
I'd be like, Mason, we're going on a date tonight. Heads or tails?
Oh,
shit. Oh. Looks like we're going. Shut down Warzone.
Whoa.
Okay, hot take. What? Anything you could possibly think. I know it's a hard one. On the spot.
On the spot is hard. I'm trying to think.
If you can't think, we can always select a different one.
Okay.
It's so hard.
Okay.
On the spot, I agree. It is very hard.
Mustard actually good on Cheetos, hot Cheetos. It cuts the heat of the hot Cheeto.
What? That is disgusting. That is so gross. Mustard on hot Cheetos.
Hear me out. It's actually like you take the hot Cheeto, you put a layer of mustard on top, and then it's not as spicy.
I guess I have to ask, where would you try this, or how did this come to happen?
This first occurred on one of like Saikuno's cooking streams. His like
when you
first
guys were doing the
one.
Gross things, like didn't you guys like cook like steak with Gatorade or something?
Yes, it was like a sabotage or like something like that. He was trying to cook a steak, and I think people could like sub or something for like
sabotage.
And there was just, we had Cheetos to like snack on or do other things, and then there's mustard for whatever reason, and I was kind of bored, so.
Oh, that's disgusting. So, but you do agree, because I get a lot of crap for. I'm like, well, I like the taste of hot Cheetos, but they hurt.
Yeah.
It hurts. It's painful. And everyone's like, oh, they're not hot. They're not hot.
They're kind of hot. If you don't handle spice well, like after a while, they get spicy.
Also, if you keep eating more and more.
Yeah.
It's the one thing. It's like, oh, I'll have one. It's not that much.
For a second.
Yeah. No, because I have the same thing with like sour Skittles.
Oh,
Like I like them, but then
Oh.
you have so many that your taste buds are just done.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
your
eat
tongue
those
it
until my
Yeah, your
tongue
tongue hurts.
bleeds.
And then
I
it's
love those.
And then it's
Yeah.
worse when you have like a cut on your tongue. Like that's happened to
Makes
me.
you feel
I've
alive.
cut my. It makes you feel alive.
Those
You
are for
have, like, a cut,
masochists.
it's like it's just like injected it straight into your veins. Like yes, like the sour.
Ugh,
Pretty much.
So
that's painful.
okay, I don't handle spice well. My chat recently was very upset with me because I got a cheese quesadilla from Taco Bell, and it was really spicy.
Really?
It was because they put, and they don't. I thought I was just getting cheese. They put this like jalapeno sauce in it as well.
Yeah, the jalapeno
Yeah.
My
sauce.
mouth is on fire, and my chat's like a cheese quesadilla. I was like, it's hot.
They added something. It's not just
It's
cheese. You tell them
spicy.
that.
Or sometimes I get like orange chicken from Panda Express.
Oh, really? I thought
She's
you
like,
know, the
yeah, you
jalapeno makes sense.
No, they put the little red chili flakes or something.
I know, but
It gets
usually-
hot.
Isn't it General Tso's chicken is the hot one?
No,
like
it's
the
the
hot
orange
version?
chicken. No,
I don't know
it's
about
like
orange chicken. Bees.
Yeah, I thought the orange chicken was sweet.
It is.
no,
Oh.
no.
He's
It,
like,
it gets hot, you guys. My mouth will be like sometimes like.
Brooke's taste buds be absorbing from like different multiverses of like the flavors.
Well, I'm always like, God, this orange chicken tastes great, but it's really spicy today, chat. And they're like, shut the fuck up.
The orange chicken in the alternate universe
Yeah.
is spicy.
I'm telling you, try it. You'll get a little, ooh,
Mm.
it'll hit you. Before this, we were talking, while we're on, the food topic, I was like, why is there a pumpkin right here still? And because we're in December. But Alex was saying that, we like interweaving old episodes kind of into our current state, even though a lot of them are gone because we ate a lot of them.
Well, it's you're building out your room because
A
like that's the whole
universe.
vibe of the show is
Yeah.
like the room because like before we couldn't find the drapes for like because this episode comes out in January 2023
Yeah.
and we found the drapes, but
Future.
a way to like
Hello, the future.
cover it up a little bit is we put the snowflakes. Remember the
Right,
snowflakes?
Yes.
Because they were all holiday episodes.
Yeah. Bless you.
So it's like a living room.
It's my living
that makes
room.
sense.
It's so cute.
It's cozy. I like
love
it.
it.
It's pink. It's cute.
Yeah.
We were talking about when do pumpkins go bad?
Mm.
And Yvonne, if you could just give it a poke, is it squishy? Is it not?
It's like firm with a little bit of like tiny bit of softness.
Oh, I'm gonna yak.
Yeah.
Okay, so pumpkins are fruit. So people just eat. This is what I was confused about. How do you eat a pumpkin? If people eat the pumpkin, do you eat the gooey inside or the shell?
Nobody eats the shell. It's inedible. I mean, it's edible, but
But
it's
if it's a
not.
It's
fruit, I
edible if
feel
you're
like-
like psycho.
Yeah.
Well,
That's like asking if, like on a peach, do I eat the
I
middle?
don't know. I don't eat fruit.
The pit. You don't. Eat
I
the
don't know
pit.
what that is.
The pit is the. It's like in the
The
middle.
seed.
The seed.
Yeah.
Well,
You
you
take it
can't
out.
eat seeds though, can't you?
It depends, but
Guys, I don't eat fruit. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't
anything
get
is
this.
edible.
Oh my
So
Whether or
people
not you
could just
should.
take a bite out of the pumpkin.
That's crazy.
It's first of all, depending on how
crazy.
hard it's gonna hurt your teeth. Yeah. No, you
Okay.
eat the inside.
Wow.
Okay,
This
well
is
that
what-
seems a little gross.
The questions the
That's a pit.
non-fruit eater asks are crazy.
That is a pit.
Yeah.
Oh, so like in an avocado.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one of those before.
Do
So-
you eat avocado?
No, God, no. I don't. I would never. That's
So nothing with seeds,
no nothing.
Mm.
if you think about it.
Nothing
Right?
squishy. Nothing. Mm-mm. So if that pumpkin was just to like crack open, I would have to leave the set. I think I'd have to remove myself because I would
So
throw up.
this was like an October one, right? Because obviously Halloween. So they,
Yeah.
according to Google, they say they can last up to 2 months
Oh,
if
well,
stored in the kitchen or pantry.
Oh.
So
oh,
Well, we're almost It's about that
It's
time.
about-
It's about time.
that
It's,
looks nasty. The inside.
Time on Earth is.
Well, because I've carved pumpkins, and
Mhm.
I just never really thought of them as fruit. So, I'm kicking things.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think of them as fruit, but if you asked
No.
me, like, I'd be like, oh, I guess they have
'Cause I
seeds.
scoop
Yeah.
out
They're
the
fruit.
inside.
Yeah.
I actually, pumpkin seeds roasted in the oven with
Mhm.
some like salt. I like those. Does
Yeah.
that mean I like fruit?
I mean, technically it is, but it's cooked in a
Oh my
in a
God.
different way.
I like pumpkin.
And it's the seeds.
Yeah.
I'm not like a pumpkin spice latte.
So
You're
you don't
not?
like pumpkin spice? Do you
I've
like
never had
pumpkin
it.
pie?
Never had it.
Mm.
Most of these things I don't like, I haven't had. You know, I wonder if this episode will be out but or not, but the other day, sorry if it's not. We filmed at the house and they did a snow cone taste test challenge.
Mhm.
Oh, you wouldn't know what the fruits really taste like.
Well, I didn't even do that because I was so scared that it would be like something that I don't like. Thank God I didn't do it because I'm sitting there, I'm hosting it. They're surrounding me on the couch and they're all just gagging. They're like, and I was about to throw up literally just from hearing them do it. So I was losing it. But the flavor, I hope this is.
It'll
of 'em-
be yeah.
One of them was like ketchup flavored. And I was like, hell no. And they tried to make me participate. I was like, how dare you? How dare you? You know I would be so upsetty spaghetti. So
I know.
thankfully, I hosted. That's what I do. I'm always the host because I don't want to participate.
Well, it's
in
any
anything.
like food challenge.
Yeah.
So like,
Not
unless
harder.
it's like a guess that chicken nugget.
Oh, which we should do, by the way. I will participate in that.
Do you ever want to like try to like the foods that you don't?
Well, because you know, it's really tough because we talked about this last time. But like, once like I liked barbecue sauce, but then I found out that ketchup is in barbecue
Was in
sauce.
it and then you didn't like
Never
it.
had it since. Like it's like my brain won't let me understand that
Mhm.
I liked that thing. But you know, that's my bad. Ugh, it's my own personal problem.
Ignorance is
Blindfold
bliss.
yourself when you eat.
Ignorance is bliss. Right. Well, you ruined my chicken nuggets last time. So
Mm.
sweet and sour sauce has plum or some shit like that. What was it?
Well, it was like plum
Did
sauce.
you stop eating sweet and sour sauce?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go to ranch.
Yeah.
Things
Like everyone else.
Things are slowly dwindling down. You can't eat
I
much
know, I
anymore.
got
Gonna run out
left.
of food.
The
I have
rest
nothing
of the
left.
Food list is
Are you gonna
shorter
ruin
and
something else for
shorter.
me? Okay. No fruit?
Uh,
Syrup.
syrup.
I'm gonna tell myself that the McDonald's sweet and sour sauce is made with the syrup and not anything else. Okay,
Oh, that's
well,
right.
I
It's
could-
probably fake plum, you know. That's,
Yeah, of course.
So not real plum.
Yeah.
You're safe.
We got our vision boards and we're gonna sorry. We got stickers, we got all kinds of things. But we'll talk a bit about I think our future while we do these. Because like I
Ooh.
said, I'm big on manifesting. You know, you believe it's gonna happen, it happens. That's what I like to tell myself.
I think
You
it
know?
kind of sets you up though. When you like have an idea of what you
Yeah.
want, then you kind of like
I think it's
work
like
towards it.
you know, like I think that I believe it works because I was always like I worked part-time job, full-time student, and all I wanted was like to be like a streamer. I was like, God, that would just be my dream, you know?
Yeah.
And I manifested it. And I literally would like sit there and write in my notebook, and then it happens and you're like, wait, I don't know. Something's fishy here, you know? Like, cause what are the chances of you actually becoming a big streamer is very small.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I'm like, I'm manifesting it all.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm ready. This vision board's gonna have it all.
I'm excited.
You guys are looking into my future, by the way. So we were talking a little bit before. We were talking about kids, actually.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about kids. So you had said that you. It's a big word for me.
I had my eggies retrieved. I like to call them my eggies.
Your eggies retrieved.
Yeah.
So that is so okay. I've never met anyone who did this.
Mhm.
So how long do they like? I don't know anything about it. How long do they like last, or it's just kind of
So,
whenever?
The whole process started off. The process itself lasts like around 2 weeks. It's like 10 to like 12 days, depending on how your body reacts.
Wow.
So as soon as I started, I had to go into like the doctors, and they would like draw my blood, every like other day almost, to keep track of like
oh wow.
your, sometimes almost the next day too, just to. If they have to adjust like the medication,
Mhm.
then they can. And it's because you're giving the medication to yourself, so you could adjust like the numbers based off like what
Wow.
they tell you to adjust. So it's scary because when she was like, oh, like you have to take this medication, she pushes like the meds and stuff to me, and they're like needles and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so, and I'm like, oh, do I have to like come in and like somebody, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you like you do it yourself. I had to like I've never injected myself with like
No.
needles before.
That's a crazy feeling.
It's scary because you're the one stabbing yourself. You have to brace yourself for the impact.
I don't think I
and
could
you know,
bring myself to do
like,
it.
I was fucking scared.
Yeah.
And like it was only okay because the needles are very thin. So they're
Oh.
not like the ones that people like stab until you're like that you get a shot or whatever
Yeah.
normally or anything like that. They're actually pretty thin in comparison, but there was one that was like a bit thicker, and I would like brace myself.
Oh, you're like, I don't know how you bring yourself to do that.
Yeah, you have to do like 2 to 3 sometimes, like depending, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, and then yeah, it's like my stomach area here started like bloating. I could tell like I felt
medicine and stuff.
Yeah, I felt like heavier. I felt definitely a little insecure because I was like, oh, my stomach be kind of. Like I'm
girl, that's me right now. That's me when I wake up in the morning.
But it's apparently like they're like juicing up the eggs.
Yeah.
Ready for like retrieval. So the eggs are getting like bigger. They like check how big they're getting in like size and stuff. So they're like, okay, once it reaches like that's why it's like 10 to 12 days depending on how big they get or like how well you react to
they
it.
juice them.
They juice them.
Juice them up.
What?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you got this done?
Just now, like just
What?
like a couple months ago, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Because they're like, I just thought about like, oh, do I want kids anytime soon? No. I'll probably wait till I'm like close to 40, even maybe like right before or something like that. And so I was like, if that's the age range, then like I need to get my eggies out.
Right. It's smart though for you to think about your future like that, 100%. Because I think a lot of people just, are in the moment and think like, well, I don't have to do that. When it happens, it'll happen and things like that. So good for you. That's really cool. I've never known anyone to do that. It's so cool.
Did you ever get anyone to do it for you? Like, I know that it can be. I can't even imagine it like doing something like that to myself.
I was going to, but then I thought about like having. If I thought like, well, if someone did it for me the first time, I'm not gonna want to do it myself like ever. And I didn't really want to like burden someone with like, because I had to do it every night. They're like every night you have to do this for like 10 days or 12 days, and I was like, maybe I should just suck it up and just like try, even though I really didn't want to, and I just did it.
You're stronger than me. I could never. I couldn't do that. Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah,
that's cool. I would have. For you, you're so nice to think about other people. I'd have been like, get in here. You're sticking me with a needle now. You're better than me.
I thought about it because I like didn't just want to minimize the chances of having like a kid with a disability or something like that, just because like I worked with kids with autism before. I used to be a behavior therapist for them, so like I think seeing like families and sometimes like the impact or like the like how much it does like makes me like, oh, like I kind of want to make sure that like it will be like healthy and like, good and everything.
Oh,
well, it's crazy. It's crazy too because like, so my girlfriend, so we just had a kid and she's 34. And at the doctor's office, they consider her to be geriatric.
Oh,
it's like after you turn, I think it's like 30, you're considered geriatric, which sounds like, an old person, but I think it's more so like your baby is more susceptible to, certain things, whether it's like diseases or, defects or whatnot.
That's just so bizarre, though,
so
to go in there
weird.
and be like, oh, a geriatric pregnancy when you're in your early 30s. It's like, what? It's
just not a great. It's not a great term, and even they were like saying it's not. It's a little bit outdated, just because then
update the terms.
Please making me feel like I'm already there.
It reinforces this whole thing of like, oh, you have to get, pregnant when you're super young, like in your early 20s or whatever, and it kind of like, I don't know, it feels like kind of negative. So I'm glad that they're like starting to move away from that.
They're aware that
and it's becoming like, you do it when you want, like the way you made that decision, like that's something that should be applauded. Like that's what, but the way that it's been in the past is just like, you're 28, you don't have 3 kids. Right. What are you doing wrong?
No, things have changed now. If anything, people are like putting their careers at the forefront and not like, it's not about like, oh, as soon as you reach a certain age, you get married. Like back then people used to get married at 25 or like earlier even, and then like have family and stuff.
no,
I'm
even.
still a kid. There ain't no way I'd be taking care of a kid.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I can't take care of myself. I'm like, I really can't. And so, I mean, I don't know if you people don't know this or whatever, but where I grew up, I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Oregon, and like my friends are married on their third kids, all this stuff. They're very stuck.
You're 82?
Yes, one of my friends is like on her fourth kid.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I skipped a grade growing up, so they're about 25 now, but I mean, they started right away.
Yeah.
And it's just such a different mindset. And some of my friends there who aren't married or don't have kids yet or aren't even dating someone, they're like, I feel so behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you're 25 years old.
Yeah.
This is like the time of your life to focus on you, you know? And not anything against people who do want to have kids or anything like that, but it's just such a backwards way of thinking.
Yeah.
And here in LA, it is legitimately like a different world.
It's so different. Everyone I talk to say like, I don't want kids yet until like later.
Yeah.
And like that's been like getting later and later. Like the age keeps getting
like
pushed
late
back.
30s. Yeah, like 100%.
And like I actually feel like for people in their 20s, like you change and grow so much in your 20s. It's like kind of scary to be like in a certain place forever and have that idea in mind, whether it's like being with someone forever or like having a family. Like, so like it feels early when you haven't gotten a chance to really like go out and like see the world or like develop yourself fully.
Yeah. I mean, even like I'm 24 now, and it's like I think even to when I was 21, I'm a completely different person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you change so much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like Mason and I, we've been together 3.5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And people are always like, oh, well, when are you guys getting engaged? When are you getting engaged? I'm like, he is 22 years old. like guys, like relax, please. Like he's so young, and people don't get that. And it's like, if he's my person now, he's gonna be my person in however many years. But it's so funny. I'm like, he's so young. Please don't pressure him.
Well, it's like that whole mindset that you guys were talking about. That like, I know that everybody deals with it, even more generally in terms of, oh, I'm not there yet, or like I'm so behind. Yeah. Like not only with like friends and like, oh, they're on their third kid, but then even just like in your career.
Oh yeah.
When it's like you see somebody blow up, and then for a lot of people it's like, oh, they just popped out of nowhere. But then it's like, no, they did all this to get up there. And everybody inherently feels that at certain times. You'll see other people where it's like, oh, like this person is doing this big thing. But it's like, I don't know, once you just focus on yourself and the way that you do it and stop comparing, the more you compare yourself, you're just going to keep holding yourself back.
Absolutely. I mean, and I think that's something that I think I struggle with the most is like, well, what am I doing wrong? You know, like that's like what I always feel like, what am I doing wrong? Why don't I get these viewers? Why, you know, things like that. And it's like you being here right now is already like amazing. You know, it's like, it's just the comparison. It just never stops. It's a really messed up.
It's like being in LA or like being, in this space is very prone for that because there's always like someone bigger, or like there's always like someone blowing up or whatever it is. It's continuous.
Yep.
And like, but when you're back home, like say if you're back in Oregon or when I go back home to like my small city in Canada, it's like you're like, whoa, like I came so far. Like this is crazy.
I know. And it's like, and people like when I go back home, they're like, oh God, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe you're doing all this stuff. And it's like, oh, I really felt like I wasn't doing anything, you know? Yeah. And then it's like, that's like, really cool to hear, you know?
Where you are, like, it's like, whoa. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. No, it's definitely, it's all about perspective. I'll say that much. I think we got to be a lot nicer to ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah. Go back
and I would make sure I was the right card.
She pulls out the money card.
There is a money card.
It says $1 million on the back, but I want to scratch it out and update that.
Add another 0.
Well, because you know what? Actually, we were looking at this. You know, and this they make this really difficult. I don't agree with this already. It's like, oh, do you want to do yoga on the beach? Yeah. Do you want to do yoga at home? Yeah. Do you want to meditate? Yeah. Like, do you want to be on the beach? Yeah. Like, I want to do all these things.
Well, they have different things on the back of it too.
Well, yeah, but it's like recharge. Make happiness. Like, well, yeah. Like, how do I pick? I want to do all of these.
Maybe you arrange it like in like sections. So like certain things that synergize.
I want to do all of well, shit.
I don't know. I'm
pulling out the big words.
You want a
I'm
house?
thinking off the top of my head. I've
I do want
never
a
seen or
house.
done a vision board, so that's just how I would have done
Well,
it.
look at in the back of this guidebook, they got checks. They got blank
Wait,
checks.
like a checkbook?
Oh
It
yeah.
says the Universal Bank of Abundance, and you can just write your own check from the universe. I'm throwing 20 mil on this.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm like, if there's an unlimited
Yeah,
amount, I mean,
I don't think the IRS counts that.
I don't think they do.
If
Yeah.
the universe
think
is
so.
giving us this
Free
money, I
check
mean,
right
why not put
here.
unlimited?
Guys, this was on Amazon for like $30. Like,
Yeah.
hack.
yeah, life hacks. Just write a check for yourself.
leave the blank check so we get infinite money.
That's what I'm saying. That's an infinite money hack.
Infinite money hack.
So yeah, I mean, for me, okay, like I get it. Like for things that I want to do, I definitely like in the near future want to make a lot of money for
Mhm.
sure because now's the time to do it, and I want to do it as much as I can so that I can do this for the rest of my life. Is
Yeah.
sit on my
Is that
ass,
a beach?
travel the
Vacation.
world.
Nice.
Oh, but there's shoes.
I do like-
Damn.
Oh,
See,
no, I gotta
there's just
work
so
out
many
more.
good options, but I think that this year and the next few years I really want to travel. I haven't traveled that much really.
Oh my god.
I don't really travel. I haven't really seen the world. I want to go to Europe. I want to I just want to do things.
TwitchCon EU and like other things
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I just get so I don't know. I get so it's hard because Mason he streams like 7 days a week, does not take vacations.
Oh my god.
And he told me I've been having a lot of anxiety lately and struggling. And he's like, I was laying back. I was like, I need a vacation, is what I said. He goes, take a vacation.
Yeah.
And I turned to him and I go, well, are you going to go with me? And he goes, no. I was like, well, so I'm supposed to just go by myself?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, people.
he's like, you can take one. I'm like, okay, you could come with.
Give him a laptop. Give him a streaming setup
Yeah.
Like,
somewhere.
Exactly.
Hotspot.
Like, he needs to, we're working on, damn, this is a nice house.
Yeah, I saw that. I put that
Shit.
down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. She's
I was
just like me.
that house is nice. Yep, I'm manifesting that.
Oh my God. Okay, I like what I'm seeing here. Like,
Yep.
this is like boxes. I don't care about moving. No.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want Mason to enjoy life while he's, we're the age that we are because,
Mhm.
and we talk about we do want kids and we want a lot. I want a lot of kids. I want like a lot. But I'm just like, you never know. This sounds like I'm announcing my pregnancy. I'm like, you never know when it's going to be. I know when it's going to be. It's
Oh,
not going
yeah?
to be right now. I'll tell you that much. But it's like now when you're young is the time to do these crazy things
Mhm.
before you got to stay home with a kid.
Exactly. Because once you have a kid, like that ain't.
No offense.
Your life is
we're like,
over.
your life is
It's over.
over.
It's over, guys.
Sorry.
Never
didn't mean
leave
it
the
like
house
that.
again.
Listen, I got my trip into Japan
Mm.
before the pandemic. So you know what?
Oh, you're chilling.
But I'm gonna have a travel baby though.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. I mean, it's like not like it ends,
No,
No.
well, there's a little bit of time where you kind of gotta just
Well, yeah.
stay inside, and
Yeah.
she's got to get her shots so that
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can actually take her out.
Oh,
but
she's so cute.
yeah,
She's so cute.
yeah, she's
Oh,
gonna be a travel baby.
Oh my
That's
God.
good. That'll be. I think that'll be. Really
I'm gonna
fun.
be that parent.
On the
Good.
plane.
Do it.
Well, on the plane.
Do it.
On the plane. I'm so sorry,
It's
guys.
sorry, everyone.
She's screaming. I know.
Somebody's like,
No.
I know.
Oh,
Peter
fucking
absolutely
baby.
hates that. I know we were talking on his podcast.
Does
He was
he?
just like, I was like, Peter, I know you talk all the time about how much you hate babies on planes. I'm going to be that person.
Yeah.
Oh, just tune them out. That's what headphones are for.
Noise canceling
The
headphones.
noise
Yeah.
canceling.
I got thrown up on by a baby on a plane, and I still was fine with it.
Were you next to the baby
Yeah.
or like?
Oh my
okay.
God.
And she was the mom had the baby, and she was like doing that with it, and then she went to like sit her down,
Yeah.
and the baby like threw up onto me next to him. She's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "What? It's a baby. What are you gonna do?
I bet that was like her worst nightmare. That she was like, my
Probably.
baby threw up on a
Mhm.
stranger. It's
Well,
over.
I'm glad that the baby threw up on me and not someone who would have been like,
Yeah.
"Are you kidding me?" Because
Yeah.
Because that totally could have happened. So
yo,
it's like,
someone would have probably been really
Ooh.
pissed. But I was just like, "You're fine. It's a baby. It's
Yeah.
cute."
Yeah.
Yeah. So who cares? Who cares? Anyways, there's an engagement ring. I'll put it down. I'll put it down.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it down after
Yeah,
we. I'm like, we're not getting married anytime soon.
You're like, yeah, that's
Just
for
gonna
the
put
future.
this one in the center.
On the first page.
See, I want to do a Europe trip. That is my goal for this year. I'm gonna say it now. I want to go to. I really want to go to Scotland. Oh, see the castles. Is that a good shake of the head or a bad shake of the head? Okay. Oh my God, you were going like this, and I was like, maybe I don't. Is it not good there? No, I want to go to Scotland. It's beautiful. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to France. I just want to see. I want to see the world.
Yeah.
I just need to.
I'm giving you those.
Oh, she's throwing the kids over here.
So you got the kids.
Wait,
you
is
got
that a
the
picture
wedding.
Kids?
Manifest it.
Oh, wait, we got a wedding. We got babies. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've got a nice
Mason,
entryway.
The hints are massive.
Yeah, this is the way to. I want to bring this home to Mason and be like, wow, look at my vision board that I made today. Isn't this lovely?
Couples, babies,
Oh,
house.
yes. I think that's one of my definite goals is to travel the world this year. I think it needs to happen because it hasn't happened yet, and I have the means to do it, so why not, right?
Do it.
Why not? Oh, I just love this. I think that this is something that everyone should do.
Yeah, this is cool.
You just this kit especially, it has like the pictures, and then on the back it has like words for confidence or happiness or things to manifest. Oh my God, there's so many kids in this one. Get out of here. Okay, relax. I don't want to manifest this too soon.
Ooh.
I gotta skip through these.
She said no.
We gotta chill with this. Mason would watch this episode and have a heart attack. He's like, absolutely not.
She's like, huh?
Okay, that feels good. So when did you get into this space? Because you've been streaming for a good amount of time, right?
Yeah. Well, God, it was like super on and off in the beginning because I was working like a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
But my job a lot of it was contract work, so I'd be like in and out of work like all the time, and
yeah.
I was just stream like in between the time that like I didn't have a job or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like behavior therapist for a bit, and then I started working in HR. So I was the person like going through resumes and like hiring people and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Did you like it? You liked doing it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was one of like the more fun office jobs that you could have.
Ooh, okay.
Because I got to like as like a human HR too, you got to like set up like work events like with the employees and the team members and stuff. So that was great.
Oh, that's cool.
And then after a while, it just kind of like started being more evident that like I just wanted to pursue something in gaming. So then I kind of like went towards that direction. And then started working with like Yvonne as like her PA first and OTV.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cool.
And like
wow.
OTV needed a house manager, and then like I started doing that, and then just kind of like
look at you now.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's really cool. I didn't know that that's how you started.
Yeah. Well,
that's really cool. So that was oh gosh. So you got with OTV around what year would you say?
2018. Yeah,
oh,
April
so that's
2018.
fairly recent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm like, I don't really know what. I don't even know what year it is anymore, to be honest with everyone.
Well, technically, no, that makes sense because this is actually coming out 2023, but we're in 2022.
Ooh.
So,
how is the future, guys?
Yeah,
please say good.
Christmas didn't even pass yet over here.
Oh God, have you Christmas shopped?
Yes, I Christmas shopped for a day and I wanted to die.
I haven't done any.
It's fucking crazy out there. Like
it is. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm legitimately gonna have to be like, sorry everyone, you're getting your gifts in January.
Gift cards.
It's just terrible. It snowballs. You're like, I got this person a gift. It's like,
no.
damn,
See, I don't do that.
Should I get something?
I don't do that. I'm not even gonna start it.
Yeah.
My friends get nothing. You get
That's
nothing
what you
from
think.
me.
I was like, I ain't buying anyone.
That's what I
for Christmas this year.
Wait.
Boom.
Are you kidding me? I just learned I'm the dumbest person alive.
What happened?
Oh.
Shh. I'm like, these aren't sticking very well. I thought you just slapped it on and then slipped the card in, but they keep falling out. It goes on the edges and holds it.
You put 2 for each one, right?
Well, then
You can put 4.
well, I'm doing this
Oh,
like a dumbass.
It's up for
no.
improvisation. You know, it's like how the artist sees.
That's how I see my art.
Yes.
That's how I see my artwork, you guys. Wow, you're so much smarter than me.
Nobody ever says that.
No, I have a lot
Never
of
says
blonde
that.
moments. So yeah, you're definitely smarter than me. I'll say that much. That's okay. Okay.
Yvonne, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all do some wild videos over at Offline.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Was there ever one that you absolutely refused that may or may not have aired?
No, it's aired. I did say no to one, but that was like it was like the high ropes one. It was the one only like 4 people went to.
Oh.
Because it's like it just looked really intensive, and I was like, I don't know if I could survive that. So I think that's like one of the few.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I would say for the most part, whenever like we get asked, most people try to say yes. And it's just like
They're better than me.
up to like a scheduling. Sometimes it's like, oh God, it's like too much on my plate right now. But like typically
Yeah.
like people try.
Wow, must be nice. Must be nice for
You're like,
OTV.
oh.
100 T's like, please, Brooke, can you just
I mean, not everyone
true.
does.
listen?
you
I
know.
show up. I'm in the video. Do I participate? Not all the time,
Ooh, yeah,
but I'm
you're
there.
You're there.
Listen, Brooke, you put the time in, all right?
I put
Yeah.
the time
Put
in.
the time in.
I've been here for years. I've done a lot of shit for this company. I put the time in. Okay,
And you haven't changed either. I mean, you've changed, but like
you've changed.
terms of,
LA
like,
changed you.
your excitement when you come on set. Because I think the first time I actually worked with Brooke, it was on Courage and Nadeshot show.
Oh my god.
And it was right after. It was like, so basically what we would do, and we still do for new creators, it's like a package. So
Oh
we have
my
like an
God.
announcement
That's
video
Hell
mixed
Week.
in with appearances on
Oh,
the
yeah.
podcast, and it all comes out during that week. So we did one with her, and I think your first one was like Halloween or
Yes,
something,
it
because
was-
we
it
had
was Halloween.
decorated the set.
Yep.
And then we brought her onto the podcast, and she was awesome.
Oh, I was terrified. I think
That's
I was
great.
like literally like having a panic attack
No, you
upstairs
came off
before I
great.
went downstairs.
Yeah, I feel like
Ugh.
you do get on
Yeah.
I just-
podcast talking like
Really?
anything. Yeah,
I get
Mhm.
nervous. I get
No.
nervous even for
Can't
these.
tell.
You can't tell.
can't
No.
tell.
In the morning, I'm like, I like have to like
No,
hype
you're-
myself up.
No, you're great.
Oh, that's
I mean,
so
it's
nice.
helpful. You have guests on that you know personally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Makes
the
it a lot
energy is
easier.
definitely there.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. Well, it's hard too because sometimes like whenever I've done anything that's, podcast related or like a panel or something, you always have more people.
mm-hmm.
Or like on podcasts, there's usually like 2 hosts or something. It's kind of hard when you're by yourself. It is. Like I never really thought, but like I always went into these trying to I'm sure the viewers have seen the progression as I get more comfortable,
Mhm.
and I used to like plan out what I was talking about,
Yeah,
and
and
it didn't work because I was so worried about hitting my bullet points and stressing
Mm.
about, well, what do I say next? What do I say next?
Yeah.
When you don't care, it's much easier.
yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
and,
what I've learned.
and I'm here to help, like, add anything else,
it's
or
nice.
if
Yeah,
you don't
but
know
you're
something
leaving us,
soon.
so
Well,
we're gonna have to dial
I
you
might
in.
get one more, but yeah, no, you'll figure it out.
On
You got a great, we got a great
have a
production
space.
team here. We got a great production team here that's gonna help
Oh, yeah.
keep things going, and I think we got like a lot of exciting stuff that we want to do. Like,
Oh, we do.
I don't want to say anything yet because we're still figuring it out,
Yeah.
but just ways of expanding the show, the umbrella.
A
I
season
like to say.
2.
Well, yes, this is technically in.
I'm not
this is
getting
technically
fired.
in season 2.
I'm not getting fired.
But some more fun ways to get people involved and
I
and
agree.
get to know more about your life.
Yeah.
in a really cool way.
I
Yeah.
love that. I think that's so fun. Going back to the OTV videos because you guys do crazy stuff. And the whole saying no thing. I've recently had to talk to 100 Thieves because I told them I will no longer be in any physical challenges.
Really?
I by the end of the I'm literally sweating. I'm near death. I'm near death. I don't work out. I and they have me running obstacle courses, getting in jumpy houses, and I told them never again. Don't put me until we go to camp. Don't put me in anything where I have to exert physical activity because I will die.
Yeah.
And you guys have followed through, so thank you guys for that, because I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't.
can't.
I think sometimes it's like it doesn't come off as obviously like a physical activity until you're like there.
Thank you. And when you're like, why am I sweating all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Or like
I
look,
thought this was the trivia
Yeah.
video.
or they're like, oh, we have a scavenger hunt for you guys today. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice. And then they're like, and you have 5 minutes, go. And we're like sprinting around the
Yeah.
compound. I'm like, hello? I'll have like high heels on.
Obstacle course is like very obvious. Like that's like a straight up one. But if you're like, oh, you just have to do this, but then it's like you're outside for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
in the,
in
hot
the
sun.
sun.
And you're like, well, this is more intensive than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, the difficulty is like, look, we have a bunch of different creators, and so everybody's on their own type of schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I'm always interested the way like you guys do it over at Offline, and you guys are going to your streams or whatnot, and I think that's like something that a lot of people don't understand. I know we've said it over and over again, but it's like, yeah, they're coming on to do these videos, but then they're going back home and then jumping on to stream and like, oh, streaming's not hard, but it's like,
Not me.
you're tired.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, because how long is like one of your shoot days normally? I mean, it depends.
Yeah, it
based
depends on the shoot, but I would say like it's like 2-3 hours average lately.
Oh, okay.
But like
that's good.
it used to be shorter at times.
Whoa!
Yeah, but you have like the odd times are like depending on the shoot, it is like longer, like
Yeah.
56 hours or something.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
that's usually what we average, because we knock out multiple videos in a
Yeah.
day because
Yeah.
you have all the talent there. So
yeah.
it's like I'll do like a 7-hour shoot,
Oh my god.
and then I'm like expected to be like, okay, guys, I know it's only 3 or 4 p.m. Well, I guess I should go live. But I'm legitimately crawling to my bed.
yeah.
Even if it's just like, it sounds so stupid. You guys, the viewers are probably like, shut the fuck up. I know.
No,
I
shoots
know.
are tiring.
But,
Like,
like,
because you give
if-
like all your energy in that like
Mhm.
small time frame, and afterwards you like relax and you're like, oh my god, like I'm tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it like takes a lot out of you. I know people watching this are physically rolling their eyes, but it's more exhausting than you would think that it is. And so it's like I can't. On shoot days, sometimes I will have a 2-hour, 3-hour shoot, and I'm
Mhm.
like, guys, I gotta shoot all day tomorrow. I can't make it, because I know people will be like, you shot for 2 hours and you can't come home and stream, but I'm a sleepy gal. I get tired really easily.
People got to realize that we're also driving, and we're driving in LA.
Oh,
Travel
don't.
time.
It took me an hour and a half to get here this morning.
No.
It's probably going to take
Took
me
me
an
half.
hour and a half to get back. So I'm spending as much time driving as I am on the shoot.
Yep.
So and then you're getting home, and I'm just like, I can't look at any.
I mean, it's
emails.
not just the shoot. You like come, and then they like
Mhm.
sometimes have to prep you.
Yep.
They have to like
The prep work sometimes is longer than the actual
yeah.
shooting.
You
It's
wait
crazy.
around a lot. There's
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
a lot of
waiting
waiting.
around.
Yeah.
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 It's a lot of waiting. So I think people don't realize how long it takes and how much goes into it. Speaking of, we had a shoot, and I won't say which shoot because I don't want to, no shame. It was a good shoot. 2.5 hour drive to it and then back.
Oh yeah.
And
that's
my
always-
eye was twitching.
Well, that's always the difficulty. Like if we're not coming here, if we're going,
I was
somewhere
like,
else.
Yep.
So like for offline, do you guys usually have like a different location that you go to, or is
It
usually...
really depends, but like before, a lot of our shoots, especially during COVID, would be like at home,
Yeah.
right? Because you can't really go anywhere. But now that we can, like a lot of our travel, we do have travel time. We have like an hour, hour and a half,
Yeah.
sometimes 2 hours for like the shoots, and it's just yeah, they get long. So it's like you have the travel time, and then you have to stand around for a bit or like a while, kind of waiting for crew to like set up and everything, and then actually doing the shoot itself. It's like that's your whole day.
Yeah,
Like,
it really
yeah.
is. It's your entire
Yeah.
day.
But are like, because I know like with the amount of videos that you all put out, how many times are you usually having the shoots? I'm taking notes right now. By
He's
the way.
writing all this down. Say once a month. Say once a month.
It's been a little more infrequent. Like sometimes we have double shoot days and stuff like that. So it's like maybe like I feel
Don't
like
write that. Don't write that.
Well, we're
twice a
having a
month.
double shoot day today. It's a little different though
No,
with the
it's-
podcast because like we come out every other week
Yeah.
on this one. So it's
Yeah,
like,
we got
we
time.
take one day to do 2 podcasts. That's a month already done.
Boom.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah. I think that podcast days for me at least are a lot easier because it's just a casual
Mm-hmm.
talking, hanging out with friends versus like a production shoot where I have to like, hey guys, let me do this ad read. Let me, do this thing, run this way. I think that those are way more draining.
Podcasts do feel more chill.
I just like I feel like I could kick my feet up if I wanted to. Like I just love it.
It's just that's what we wanted these to be. It's just like kick back and it's not worry so much about hitting all these notes and whatever.
And that's because when I started this, I was comparing it. I was thinking like, I've been on the Courage and Age Shot show many times, and so I think too when I'm on there and they have questions and theirs is more like interview style, and I almost felt like I had to do that. And I think that thankfully I've learned it's better to just like hang out and have fun. I think
that's how like some of the combos spiral too into like something that it's not on like the sheet.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say like my craziest combos on this podcast did not come from a planned out sheet or anything like that. So I wanted to ask you because like 100 Thieves, we do a lot of events and things like that, but so does OTV. Is there a favorite like not even like a favorite event or certain thing that you guys did that you remember this year that was just like, oh, that was so good?
I really like the pop-up. Like we had like an OTV pop-up that we rented like the old like Microsoft store at like Century City.
Wow.
And like we did, I think it was 3 days of it, like 2 or 3 days of like just having like all of this displays there and like meeting fans and stuff. Like that was like a really fun event. Like I actually just loved being there.
Yeah.
But pretty much I think any event where like we travel together or like Japan and like stuff like that, like
Japan.
as a group,
that looked
was
amazing.
Fun. Yeah,
that looked
that
really
was great.
Good. Yeah.
So a lot of like the travel as a group, like I love that because you actually spend like a lot of time together.
Yeah, it's like quality time. I think a lot of like Japan was probably. I'm speaking for you, like I was there. Japan was really cool. No, but it was probably cool because you guys had a schedule where like, okay, someone's streaming this time, but then you also I'm talking like I was fucking there. Like, what am I saying?
No, we did though. You're
right. But you have like
your
personal time with each other where you can kind of like. I feel like a lot of events these days are like streamed, and so it's bonding time, but it's in front of a camera, and you can't, when there's no camera around, you can really just be yourself and get to know people on such a deeper level. I think to when we do our creator camp where we are out by the fire, the campfire, and it's like those parts of the days where it's not filmed are the best parts because you can really get to know each other and talk. It sounds like talk freely, like I don't know, it sounds weird, but
no, Leslie told me about before too, like the camping trips and stuff, and then how there's like an open bar.
It is the creator camp. I didn't get to go this year. I'm gonna get emotional again. I think I had a wedding that I had to go to. Love you. If you're watching this, I'm not shitting on your wedding, but I had a wedding that I had to go to, and it was the week of creator camp, so I didn't get to go. But the year before when I went, it was genuinely one of my favorite moments of the entire year because it was like an open bar. No, but there was an open bar. We played games by the fire. We got to walk around the camp. We just got to get to know. I didn't know a lot of people going into that. I didn't really know Noah J at all.
Yeah.
And now he's like a great friend here and comes over to the house to hang out with, Mason or, like Mason, me, Jack, he's come over and I would never have that friendship with him before, it's like, or Nicewig. It's like, I don't know. It's just such a cool thing to get to know people that you never knew otherwise. And, especially in such a fun place to do it.
Were you part, you remember on the last night when we brought out all the JBL speakers and we started like
yes, we went onto that field.
Yeah. And then Ray was like on the haystack.
We were all drunk. We had giant JBL speakers, like those big ones. We walked into the darkness. There was no
amazing.
Light around. It was just like we literally walked off of like the camp. We were in a random field. Giant JBL speakers, just like
blasting into the night.
Music, all of us just dancing and singing. It was crazy.
Oh my
We were
God.
all
And then
so drunk, but it was
we
so
were
fun.
so pissed. We came back and they were like, "You guys need to go to bed."
Yeah, they were like,
So there was like the little campsite area where we were chilling.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, we'll leave eventually. Because first they didn't want us like doing that. And
Yeah.
then after a while, like 5 minutes they left, they turned the sprinklers on.
Oh.
They were not happy.
Got soaked.
Is it other people like that were on this?
No, well, so
We were the
this
only ones, like,
last
there,
year
right?
we had the whole camp. It was also in like
Oh, okay.
Pennsylvania. This one was like Fresno, I
Fresno,
think, or
okay.
close to Fresno. And we like semi had it all.
Mhm.
There were like some people, but they were kind of off
Mm.
somewhere else. It was hot,
that was
but that was crazy.
it was 108
I remember
or
it was the one day
ridiculous.
where we did like the archery,
Oh,
which
that's
first of all, you
disgusting.
killed the archery. So we did this archery balloon
I'm
thing
Katniss. I
where you
told
had to
you
pop
guys.
them and you got a bullseye.
Did
Remember?
I mean,
You
it was all a
did.
blur, guys. I can't
She
remember.
already forgot.
Like,
Oh my god, you know.
maybe I did. Maybe
I
I
used
got
to go to
twice.
I used to go to camp when I was a kid, and they had archery, and I
Mm.
loved it. Bah, bah. I lied. I used to love camp growing up.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we had a dude. I don't know why my parents sent me to like church camp. It's so weird. We talked about this before, but
Mhm.
like we are not religious. Why are you sending me this? But we would just sing
Oh.
our Bible songs all day. But we had a free segment, and everyone would go swim at the lake. But I can't swim. It's one of my. I don't know how to swim. I can like
Okay.
barely, but I'm not a swimmer. I can
Wow.
just not. That's why at camp I had to be in the canoe because I couldn't swim.
Do you have floaties? Do you use floaties?
No, I mean like in the pool I can like stay alive, but if you drop me into the ocean and we're like swim to shore,
Oh
I'm
my God.
I'm done though.
I mean, it depends on like where in the ocean. But you've been to like the
Depends on
beach, right?
where, like, if you can't
If I'm in the
swim.
middle, it doesn't matter if I can swim.
I mean like
it's
the
a wrap.
shore's in sight maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah. But like you can
Alright.
go to the beach and like wade a little bit and stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't do that.
No water.
You don't-
What if
don't
I
go
get
to
swept
the-
out? The
You-
beach
you-
is a dangerous place.
It's
You can
scary.
easily
you don't really get
away.
swept out.
Yes,
get
you
swept-
can.
Well-
Yes, you can. Imagine it sucks you under. There's things under the water. I'm not
Well,
gonna get
yeah.
the sea
I mean,
monster.
Yeah.
listen, you're not
You know those, like-
usually gonna run into that depending on what beach
oh,
you're going
usually is the keyword. What if the one time that I do it?
to. I mean, it depends on what beach you're going to. If you're going to like a
True.
surfing beach, then yeah, probably.
True.
But like
true.
a Santa Monica, you'll be all right.
Well, I grew up in Oregon. Our beaches,
Oh,
the
yeah, our
water's just about.
Murky, dark.
No.
Well, it's freezing. You
Oh yeah.
you walk into it and it's like, the beach is already cold because you're in Oregon,
Mhm.
and then the water's even colder. So
Have you been to like a Florida beach?
No.
See, that's California beaches are cool, but like
So
Florida
cold.
beach, it's like it's warm depending on where you're going on which side. So like if you're on
Oh.
like the Gulf
Yeah.
of Mexico side,
Yeah.
it's I'm talking about like warm water. You can see like
I did
everything's
go.
clear-ish.
I think about it. I went to Dominican Republic, and
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the move.
oh my
God, DR?
oh
Punta
my God.
Cana.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was just the best.
Ugh, so good.
It was just I mean, like legitimately the best time. I think that
Did
was.
you go to a resort?
Yeah, we did because we were. That was when I told you my friend and we had a big group of friends, and we'd all planned this spring break trip, and we were gonna do Cabo. We were gonna do. It was like our freshman year of college, and everyone bailed except me and one other girl.
Oh.
And we were like, well, if it's just us, then let's pick where we go. So we picked the Dominican Republic, and we just took off. We flew.
Wow.
Broke college students, so we did an all-inclusive resort. So when we were there, we didn't have to worry about
Yeah.
paying
Yep.
for all that
Yep.
stuff. And it was just like, it was just the craziest time. It was so fun.
Yeah, those places are really cool. Like
And
we
they got,
had
like,
we
the-
got like the
They have like the bars like in the resort.
Yup.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
they had the
my
bars
God.
in the pool.
Yes,
like it
in the
was be a
yes,
swim
no.
up.
Swim up to him. Well, I
when I
can't
went to
swim, but
Cancun,
I
I
waved.
was
They had one where there was like this separate pool where there was like a DJ, but they put like a shit ton of bubbles. So it was like a giant bubble
Oh my
bath.
Wait, that sounds sick.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because when I went, I wasn't 21 yet
Mm.
Oh.
because
Well,
I was 18. But you can
Okay.
drink there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was
It's
like
different.
walking. I would like walk back to my room with like 4 drinks, like
Yeah.
you know. And I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm grabbing for my friends.
My money's worth.
right, but it's like, dude, all inclusive resorts hit different.
Oh yeah, they're so nice.
Oh my god, when you can just get as many drinks, as much food.
You wake up, breakfast, buffet, like, and you go in and order whatever, like, unlimited drinks.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I highly recommend all-inclusive resorts if you're going somewhere. They're, mwah. But yeah, I guess I haven't really traveled. That was like the only time I've left. No, that's all right. I went to Mexico and then I went to Dominican Republic, but that's the only time I've gone anywhere. So I want to travel. It's time.
Actually,
Mason!
though.
Because y'all at Offline, you guys made a trip to, which one? Was it Korea or Japan?
Japan was the OTV trip. And then afterwards, I went with like my roommates and a couple other people to Korea.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Which one did you enjoy more?
They're just different.
Yeah.
They're like super different. So
Yeah.
like Japan, I freaking love, because I don't know anyone who like goes to Japan, they don't like it.
Right.
Japan, I felt like a better person. You know, like I was like, it felt very zen.
Oh, I
very
love that.
like, oh, everyone's like so nice, and like I'm in this like anime world or whatever it is. I go to Korea, it's like the city or country of like sins. You just like, it feels like Vegas, but like in Korea. Like, just like
Really?
shopping, food, like very indulgent in like everything. Like you can go karaoke after till like 4 a.m. and like all this kind of stuff, like, or till, I mean, actually 10 a.m. A lot of the clubs or some things that are open till 10, we didn't do that.
Wow. 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That's my kind of
Woke
place.
up like
I'm going to
super
Korea.
degenerate like every day. Like somehow just in Japan, I would wake up at like 7 or 8 a.m. like normally without even trying to. There's no alarm. And in Korea, I wake up at like 1 or 2. Like every day. 1 was like the earliest we would wake up.
Wow. That just sounds, that's so fun because you did one right after the other. So it's like you got the best of both worlds on that vacation.
It is different.
Wow.
You know?
I love that.
Different vibes.
That's really cool. I think when we went to, Mason and I went to Miami for the Super Bowl a few years ago, right before COVID. And they had, after the Super Bowl, they were like, we got this club for you guys. Mason and I, we had a flight at like 7 a.m. And a lot of people had that flight. And so Mason and I were like, no, we're actually going to go home and sleep. But in the morning, we were on our plane and they were still at the club. They were posting. It was like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And they were still posting from the club. And I was like, thank God we didn't go. We would have missed our flight completely.
You guys would not made it.
No, but that's just like a different, I can't imagine like.
It's different. I have like met people or know people who like fly in for like a day of like EDC and they have to like leave the night of or something.
Oh
or
my
like,
God.
Yeah, there's like some heavy partiers out there who will actually just the day before they have like a pro game they have to play, they're like flying out or like something or like the morning of.
Oh my God. That is a lot of work for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like to have fun, but like I like to sleep as
like
well.
comfortable fun or like
Comfortable
or
fun,
like easier casual fun.
Oh my God, yes. Are you going? Oh, I guess you don't have to say this. Sorry, this is probably.
That's fine.
Are you going home for the holidays? Or are you staying? Or
I'm staying.
You're staying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have any fun plans or just kind of relaxing?
No plans. No idea. I'm kind of like, so who's gonna be here for Christmas?
Well, yeah. I'm like, that's the hardest part. Is like, are we doing something? Are we hanging out? Yeah. No.
Because like, I mean, some people are gonna go home for sure, but it's like maybe the people who are left over. It's like, okay, we can
have a dinner.
Hang out.
Yeah. Do something. Yeah. Give those gifts that you're a better person than me. I'm not getting anyone gifts.
Yeah, I mean,
I
had to for like an OTV one.
Oh, so then you start and you can't stop. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I would see things for other people that I'm like, oh, I could totally get them this too.
Oh yeah, no, I see things and I'm like, that would be really nice for them, and then I think I'm like, well, I already got to do my family. I got to do Mason. I got to do his sister. I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
It's tough. It is a tough time. Anything else you can think of coming up? Anything exciting for you to look for in the new year? I guess we're in a new year now. Any goals that you have for yourself?
I'm excited to hopefully move out. I kind of want not like move out of my roommates, but like I just want like a new place or environment. Yeah. So that's what I would be excited for. Another thing too would probably be just to like ramp up more in terms of like content or doing other things. I've been so much TikTok. I just want to make TikToks. I haven't done it, but I love I just like the content a lot. I think it's really funny. So like I want to do stuff like that, but like Just get my ass off and do it.
I always like save them. My thing is like
Yeah,
save. I'm like, I'm never gonna do
bookmark
this. I bookmark
just
all of it.
don't
I'm
do
like,
it.
I'll do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen, but
No.
it's nice to think about. You know,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I can do that, and then it doesn't happen. But that's okay.
Classic.
That's okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on. This was so fun. I had a
Of course,
great
thanks
time.
for having me.
Yes, I loved learning all about you. You guys listening at home, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Give me 5 stars if
good
you're
stuff.
listening.
Leave a review too. The more reviews helps
Oh.
visibility on the show.
Yeah.
Give me a
So
review.
more of that, please.
We love
Like a
that.
Yelp review.
Oh, before we go, I went to dinner with Mason one night, and they were like, well, if you give us a Yelp review, we'll give you a free dessert. And I whipped that up so fast, and I downloaded the app and all this stuff, and Mason's like, you're not actually doing that, are you?
She's doing it.
And then they checked if I did it, and I did, and I was like, give me my free dessert, and they did.
You know what you should do? Because a lot of places do that.
What?
There are a lot of places
didn't know that.
A
that will
ton.
do that. Just make a very generic
Copy and paste.
review and copy and paste it.
Food here, great.
Food
great
here,
atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Loved it.
Loved it. Oh, God. Well, thank you guys for listening. Sorry I had to get that in there. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.